points, the supply chain has been almost entirely shut down. How is the product availability looking for you right now?
Well, the coronavirus happened during Chinese New Year, where they have a few weeks, 2 to 3 weeks off. So it extended that Chinese New Year and kept everyone out of the factories. The good news is we got our first shipment shipping last week. So shipments are starting to move. Even when you produce, our factory is 100% back on board, but you have all these different suppliers, and some of the suppliers are not coming on board yet, but they are starting to come on board. So it's getting much, much better, and we're going to see about a 30-day lag time on some of our deliveries.
So 30-day lag time, but so far no major shortages. You're not changing pricing or dealing with price changes at all?
No, we fortunately prepared for Chinese New Year, and always for Chinese New Year we always stock up with heavy inventory. So we thought that was a fortunate thing that it happened during that time frame, not before Christmas, obviously.
And so people are aware Echolon's a pretty high-end product. I hate to compare you to Peloton, yes, but that's effectively what you are.
We're $1,000 to $2,000, half the price of our leading competitors. But, we haven't seen any problems. But the biggest concern we have is the trade shows. A lot of trade shows are being canceled in our industry. The Canton Fair in China is being canceled. There's a show in Taiwan for sporting goods being canceled. And one of our leading customers is not going to the fitness show in San Diego coming up.
So those are business leads perhaps lost.
Business opportunities are going to be lost and delayed.
Okay, so Josh, let's turn to you. You're on a much different end in terms of the price spectrum. These are toys. One of these kind of reminds me of my lacrosse game growing up here, the Pop and Pass. Interestingly enough, both this Pop and Pass and Birdie Golf, which are some of the products you manufacture, could they be helped because you have some availability of this product at a time when retailers are desperate to put stuff on shelves?
Yes, Kelly, absolutely. And before I get to that, I just want to say, you heard it first on The Exchange. Christmas is not canceled. There will be toys for Christmas. But there were short-term challenges we faced in terms of delays on outdoor toys specifically. For summer, that would normally be shipping now, and then maybe like in a month to 6 weeks would be on shelves at Walmart and Target and those places. So there's a delay in the outdoor products, and so some of the larger retailers were reaching out to all their suppliers here and saying, hey, who has domestic inventory that we can grab now available? And then luckily for us, we brought in our products early at the end of last year.
And that was just by coincidence? Or?
Honestly, it was because it was a new category. The outdoor summer toy market was a new area that we wanted to go into. So we just happened to bring them in early last year, and so we're sitting on a warehouse full of product in Portland. So we're like, yeah, we have stuff to sell you.
Right,
so it's
right.
Good for us.
You can take advantage of it. So let's talk about what you're seeing on the ground. When our producers first spoke with you, you said your factory in Guangdong was running at only 15% of capacity, and you're up to where now?
As of today, we're about 50% capacity. There's challenges with a lot of the sub-suppliers actually delivering everything from the screws you need, blisters, packaging materials, all these extra things that you need to finish your product. There's delays there that we're seeing about 30 to 60 days, so not close to what we're seeing also.
Same question for you, because I imagine you're also a little more price sensitive, trying to keep prices of this product down. There's maybe less margin there, although maybe not. Maybe you have plenty of cushion. Are you dealing with price spikes? Are you going to have to pass those along at all? And are you dealing in general with delays and a lack of supply that will be coming in the months ahead at this point?
In general, we plan on keeping prices the same. We'll probably eat some margin loss on our side, but we don't foresee the prices like going crazy or spiking at all for fall. Again, I think the supply chain for Christmas, which is the most important in the toy industry, that will be pretty much, it should be fine.
What would you say people need to know, Lou, about what's happening in China right now?
Well, I think the Chinese actually, unlike you've heard from a lot of people, I think they've dealt with this tragedy pretty well, and they've put a lot of systems in place. When I've been going to China for the last 3 or 4 years, ever since SARS, you walk through any airport, you get a temperature gauge on your head. So you can't go in unless they make you remove your hat. So we put those type of systems in place in our factories. Everyone has to clean their hands. Everyone has their temperature checked. We disinfect the factory once a week, fully disinfect. We clean all door handles every single day. So they put a lot of things in place. And I also mentioned to you about the WeChat on their chat thing, where they're making people not go into certain areas if they've been in infected places.
We have to go, Josh. I just want to ask you, if the slowdown comes to the U.S., is that a bigger problem for you at this point?
Because we have most of our product already here, we're in a good position where we can continue shipping. And I think, Amazon, we were talking about this off air, Amazon's, for both of us, is a big a channel for us to get product to the consumers. So I think as long as Amazon's running, we can still sell them at least. But.
All right.